And welcome to a special edition of Eagle 7 News.
That's right, Brennan. As you can see, we are out on our campus green for a special edition of Eagle 7 News from the center of the green, which is on the UNW campus.
And before we get started, I'm going to welcome President Al Curitan up on the set with us. President Curitan, as you are reflecting back on this year, what are some of the thoughts that you have?
Well, first of all, it went by, Brennan, way too fast. Second, I just continually am amazed at the quality of the students that are at Northwestern. They're just exceptional. Third, I just can't believe how long the winter was. And how the snow just kept coming at the end and kept coming. Fourth, I am delighted to look forward to the concert on Saturday with the choir down at the St. Paul Cathedral. Did you know about that?
I did.
Yeah,
yes.
Good for you. And I was also delighted with some of the events that have taken place this week with students performing and the student appreciation teacher dinner on Monday night. So lots of good things happening, and I'm looking forward to graduation a week from Saturday.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. And anyways, I'm Brennan Scarborough.
I'm Ashley Chiappetta.
And Eagle 7 News starts right now. Some students walk to class and others take the shuttle, but now that the snow is finally gone, some students are taking an alternative route. Blaze Parrott has more.
Thanks, guys. So as you may notice, there's a lot more longboarders and skateboarders traveling back and forth to classes. So I decided to take a deeper look into it to see if there's any rules or etiquette that pedestrians should follow.
I think sidewalk etiquette is definitely a forgotten form, and I think most people are too busy with their headphones in their ears, so they're not really paying attention to the world around them. So they're going to run into people, but I understand that they're trying to have a good time too.
I don't know the rules, like who has priority between longboarders, skateboarders, and those who are just walking around, so I'm not really sure.
With the etiquette of skateboarding on the sidewalk being unclear, I decided to ask TJ Armstrong, an avid skateboarder on campus, what his thoughts were on the subject.
We're cruising faster than you are, so if you hear us coming, maybe you should be a little more mindful and go to the side. At least you don't gotta freak out and jump out of the way or nothing, but I guess because I know that some people that you get all freaked out when they start hearing that thing while you cruising down the sidewalk, so maybe just being mindful of that. And then just as the skater, just also be mindful of pedestrians too. If there's a huge group, don't just go barging through them, be courteous. If you hear us coming, just look. We're not gonna hit you as long as they've been skating long enough and they know how to control their board. I like skateboarding to class because you get there a lot faster. I love skateboarding, so it's just kind of fun to cruise and pop a few kick flips or a tray flip or something on the way to class and just kind of cruise around.
Overall, it seems that the easiest way to avoid conflict on the sidewalk is to have common sense and to pay attention. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Blaze Parrott.
With finals week quickly approaching, students are using what they have learned from past years to finish successfully. Let's check in with Caleb Holt.
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the Billy talking to people about finals week. And we're going to see if people are getting enough sleep during finals week in the past and if they will during this upcoming week. Survey says that about 12% of students get the recommended amount of sleep during finals week. Would you say that you also don't get enough sleep during finals week?
Yeah, I don't get enough sleep during finals week.
Oh, absolutely not. No way.
Yeah, I definitely do not get enough sleep.
I would say in the past, no, but I've learned my lesson.
So would you say, is there anything unique you do when it comes to sleep during finals week?
Sometimes I'll just wake up really early in the morning, 3 a.m., so then I have to force myself to get it all done rather than give myself a couple hours. And when I wake up in the morning, I have to get it done.
Any stories of times that you were stayed up late, trying to study for a final or anything like that?
Yeah, actually my sophomore year, I stayed up really late one night studying for my advanced grammar final in the morning, and it was at 8 a.m. and I was up really late, and then I set an alarm to wake up for the final at 8 a.m. and I overslept and I was late to the final because I didn't wake up to my alarm.
Last year, getting ready for New Testament final, and I ended up staying up all the night, actually got 1 hour of sleep, which is pretty funny, but took the test, and yeah, I did pretty well. But
you took the test, so you slept for an hour, and how long did it take you to take the test?
It took me more than an hour.
So you slept less than the amount of time that it took to take the test?
Yes, that's correct.
That's rough.
I'd probably play Fortnite for about 7 hours, study for about 10 minutes, and then just wing the exam.
Clearly, most people do not get the recommended amount of sleep during finals week, but hopefully they'll get just enough to push them through. For Eagle 7, I'm Caleb Holt. Back to you guys.
And with me now is our sports analyst, Ryan Mitchell. Ryan, big spring for UNW sports.
Yeah, the Eagles definitely had some fun up this weekend in Duluth. And, you know, when the stakes are high for a lot of people, they will shy away from the competition. But thankfully for the men's tennis team, they rose to the challenge. The Northwestern tennis squad traveled to Duluth on Saturday to face off against the St. Scholastica Saints with the UMAC title and the program's first ever NCAA tournament appearance on the line. The Eagles pulled out a gutsy, nail-biting 5-4 victory to knock off their rivals who they just fell to a week prior and do something that the team has never done. Senior Josh Kimball was one who led the charge and brought his best when they needed it most.
We had a lot of things going against us at the start of the season. We were hoping for a couple of guys to come out for the team, and things with scheduling or injuries just kind of prevented them from coming out. So we really kind of bonded together and worked as a group with the people that we had to create something special. And I hope that people remember that we're a group of guys that represented Jesus well on the court, represented this university well on the court, and guys who just continued to grind throughout the season and get better.
The team fell to Coe College in the first round of the NCAA tournament yesterday, putting an end to their historic season. Northwestern softball hasn't seen postseason play in over 50 years. For the first time in Northwestern history, the Eagles softball team has made it to the NCAA tournament. The softball team became the 2018 UMAC tournament champions after beating St. Scholastica.
Pretty surreal. It hasn't even been 100% set in yet. It's pretty awesome. It feels so amazing to give our coach her first title. We have a really big freshman class, and coming in and winning the tournament this year, it kind of sets the tone for our careers.
The regional is a double elimination tournament and will run through tomorrow with all games being played at the University of St. Thomas. And finally, Eagles baseball is competing in the UMAC tournament up in Duluth as the 3 seed this weekend, and that is hosted by St. Scholastica. Let's hope they too can find some postseason magic up in Duluth. That'll do it for sports this spring. Be sure to head to unweagles.com to stay up to date on all Eagles athletics during the summer.
Well, as summer approaches, finally we're going to get some summer weather here. We've been in about the 60s for the most part this week, but coming in the next week, we'll finally have the 80s to deal with, as it is going to be a little bit rainy on Tuesday and a little bit rainy on possibly today. But however, it looks like we're going to have some clear skies finally going into this next week. Ashley, what's over for you?
Student government has been hard at work planning for renovations in the Robertson Student Center fitness facility. Over the summer, many changes will be taking place, including a higher wall separating the fitness facility from the nest, added dumbbell racks and benches, and a mural on the back wall. Grant Hansen, the chair of the fitness committee, aimed for these renovations to create a building block in which future student governments could make even more renovations. The changes should be completed the start of the fall semester. This time of the year can be bittersweet. Graduation is just over a week away, and seniors are having to say goodbye to their college years. We talked to 3 seniors who did not waste their time or talents while here, each making a unique impact of their own. Let's check in with Caitlin.
Thanks, guys. As the semester comes to an end, some students are prepping for finals, and some are prepping for graduation. These students have made a great impact on the campus and are reflecting back at their time at Northwestern.
The way I like to put it, I'm kind of the RA to the RAs. So we're there doing ministry in their halls. I'm kind of helping them to be equipped to do what they do on a daily basis.
I've been on the basketball team my 4 years here. I started as a freshman, not really playing much, just playing JV and really just having fun with my teammates. And then I got a little bit more playing time my sophomore year. And then I've been a starter the last 2 years and a captain this year.
These student leaders shared what they enjoyed most about their experiences at UNW.
I think the biggest highlight has been the staff that we've got in Knutson this year. Has made my life super easy. They're some of my closest friends that I'm really honored that I get to do.
My favorite moments at Northwestern are they're small moments, just going to the nest with your friends or going on a late night run to Applebee's.
Definitely all the dances, because I'm a dancer. So that has been one of my favorites. Worship Chapel is always the greatest thing ever.
They also shared what they will miss most.
What I will miss about being at Northwestern is just the community, the people around me that want to pour into me and see me thrive in whatever I do.
Being able to be on campus and just automatically be loved.
I think the biggest thing that I'm going to miss is being like 2 steps away from instant community.
The seniors offered parting advice for underclassmen.
Don't procrastinate, ever.
I think my biggest advice to underclassmen would be just to get involved wherever that is for you.
Try to expand your comfort zone and just go and try things. Don't take it for granted because it goes by really fast.
After graduation, they'll be spreading their eagle wings in the real world.
So after college, I'm graduating and I'm going to be a financial associate at Thrive in Financials.
I will be attending the University of South Florida in Tampa for my doctorate in physical therapy degree starting in August.
We wish all the seniors good luck in their future endeavors. Back to you guys.
Bring your kid to work day might be a once a year thing for some people, but for one employee here at UNW, he gets to bring a special someone along every day. The most popular face on campus, not a student or a professor, but everyone knows Roy.
Every time I see him, it makes me think of all the dogs that I have at home and how much I want to go back and just give him a snuggle.
Jeff Hintz.
Where's the squirrel?
Has worked on campus for over 10 years.
Yeah, it's kind of rare that someone gets to bring their dog to work every day.
And for the past 6, he's had a partner.
Because he's always happy no matter what. Every morning he's happy. Puts a smile on my face. Time to go to work, so.
Clearing the campus of geese, squirrels, and rabbits. Even Roy has a busy day.
He's usually pretty shot by the end of the day because he gets a lot of miles in. He has a GPS collar that we'll have on him. He'll run 40, 50 miles some days.
At work,
Thank you, sir.
Yes, no problem.
everyone gets to enjoy Roy's company.
It's finals right now. I'm stressed out. Every time I see this dog, I'm like it brings peace to me, so I don't even think about finals no more.
But my reaction is he just makes me happy.
Roy's popularity even follows him off of campus.
Roy has his own Twitter page. I personally follow him, so I think that's really awesome.
But for his owner, Roy's job is simple.
Roy's here to make people smile. He moves, don't he?
Longtime companions makes coming to work a little easier.
I mean, as long as he's around, he'll be coming. Keeps me going.
For Eagle 7 News, this is Brennan Scarborough. You know, how cool is it, Ashley, that a dog has a Facebook or a Twitter? Have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen that before. It's really cool.
That is really interesting. And if you guys want to keep up with what Roy is doing this summer, you guys can follow him on Twitter and Facebook at Roy Backwoods. And Ashley, you know, it's been a really cool semester. You know, we've been able to do a lot of fun things. And, you know, it's just been a really, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been really awesome. So take a look. We put together a video of our favorite moments here at Eagle 7.
Yeah, really extreme winds, a lot of rain, heavy rain.
Here in the student government offices, a smell of optimism is in the air for the coming semester.
But Caleb is just one of the guys.
I joke around with them, they joke around with me. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it goes both ways. They know what my role is, I know what their role is, so it's pretty cool.
We are having real rain for Singing in the Rain, and so we have a rain system that has been designed and installed specifically for this show.
Flip that omelet and add that cheese. I know it's just going to be something that brings happiness to someone on a Sunday afternoon.
Thanksgiving is just next week, and a couple of students in Moyer Hall decided to kick things off by stuffing their faces with food.
We caught up with senior Jillian McIntosh and sophomore Lily Naylor to discuss their roles.
I decided to volunteer because I wanted to be a part of the Super Bowl coming to the city.
My experience has been amazing. I've really enjoyed it.
What makes this year so special?
This year is kind of cool because it's the 500th anniversary of the Reformation, and so this year's program has a bit of Martin Luther flavor to it.
I'm wondering how you staying warm now that you're in Minnesota. I see you got your fur coat on, but
Sad.
Uncool. These are just a few words students are using to describe the issue with the missing forks on campus.
We celebrate his homegoing, and we're grateful for the fact that he was a part of our rich legacy here at Northwestern.
Early Wednesday morning, the announcement was released that Reverend Billy Graham had passed away. And even though this building isn't the one that's named after him, it's the KTIS building that really embodied his mission here at UNW and ultimately spread throughout the whole Midwest.
People loved him, even if they weren't in the faith.
This April marked record-breaking snowfall, with this past weekend bringing a reported 15 inches to the cities. A snow emergency was issued for Wednesday night, and hopefully that is the last of the snow that we'll be seeing.
I see Christ in her, I really do. She's probably the most impressive person I've met, and probably the person I've been most impacted by.
As you can see, Fortnite has become extremely popular, even among people who have never touched a controller before.
Now that another great film festival has come and gone, students can start working on their projects for next year right now. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Caleb Holt.
Well, it's been a very memorable year here at Northwestern for Eagle 7. We had a lot of fun moments. We had the 516 Film Festival. You know, Billy Graham passed away this year, and we covered that. And we also covered, you know, the big snowstorm we had in April. So there's been a lot of really awesome moments that we were able to highlight on our campus.
Yeah, and you know, it's been really fun serving you guys as your on-campus news source this past year, and for me, you know, the past 4 years. And I would actually like to bring up some of the seniors from this year's class that will be graduating on Saturday. And we'd actually like to bring up everybody from the Eagle 7 news staff out behind us as well. And for one last time, I'm Brennan Scarborough.
I'm Ashley Chiappetta.
Stay fly, Eagles!